What I'm holding right here is an original copy of the 1987 horror classic, Predator. I'm Kevin Porter, and welcome to Video Rental Chaos. In the 1980s, fans had come to love Arnold Schwarzenegger films. From Terminator to Conan, Arnold was a big hit with fans, and by 1987, fans were left to wonder what was next for Arnold. The answer to that question? Predator, baby. This 20th Century Fox film was released on June the 12th, 1987, right in time for the summer heat wave. With a budget of $15 million, Predator grossed $98 million worldwide. Hell, this film even got nominated for an Academy Award for Best Visual Effects. Let's go ahead and break this movie down, okay? What happens when an alien spacecraft drops one of its shuttles off to Earth? Well, of course they're gonna be flanked by the CIA, that's what! This ragtag of dudes, Mac, Poncho, Blaine, Billy, and Hawkins follow their leader, Major Alan Dutch Schaefer, to South America. This is where they meet up with Dutch's old wartime buddy, Al Dillon. They were led to believe that they were rescuing a foreign cabinet minister and his aides from local insurgents. Along the way, they find helicopter wreckage and the skinned corpses of 3 dead Green Berets. You see, Dutch at this point catches whiff of the bullshit story that Dillon is giving him. He knows deep down that this ain't no normal government uprising that they're dealing with. Aw snap, did they just kill a hostage? That's right! So Dutch and the boys come in and make quick work of these foreign terrorist stereotypes. Plus they get to kill a couple Soviet intelligence officers along the way. That's just a bonus. At this point in the movie, only one of the rebels survives, this chick named Anna. And we begin to see a mysterious creature that is able to use thermal imaging and some sort of cloaking device. Billy is the first to see the creature. Then all of a sudden that Anna chick is trying to escape, thus putting Billy in a really shitty situation that ends up getting Hawkins killed after catching her. Dutch tries to track Hawkins down, but that's when Blaine gets killed by a plasma cannon. This is where Mac just loses his shit and opens fire into the jungle, as they have no clue what or who is killing their men. Since a broken clock is always right once a day, they are successful with wounding the creature, thus letting the viewers know that it bleeds. That means you can fucking kill it. They caught a wild boar, but they lost Blaine's body. So you do the math on this one. We really are building to a climax here, ladies and gentlemen. They finally let the chick go, as she is able to provide some sort of history on this thing, as it's been living in South America for some time. Finally they catch this motherfucker, but only for her to escape and injure Poncho. Mac and Dillon try their best to track this thing down, but they end up getting their guts for garters. Billy thinks he's tough shit, but he ain't no match for the Predator. I guess Poncho ain't no match either. Dutch famously yells, "Anna, get to the chopper!" Talk about nostalgia. Dutch ends up in the mud and realizes that this thing can't see him when he's covered in mud. Finally, they gain an advantage on this thing. This is where Dutch uses all of his training to bust out some really awesome makeshift traps and weapons, and is able to bait the Predator out for one final showdown. At this point, Dutch is able to get the upper hand by fucking up the Predator's cloaking device. But Dutch sure does mess up when he falls into the river and gives him a nice quick rinse. That way the Predator has him all in his sights again. It all comes down to this: the Predator versus Dutch. You can hear the collective screams of all the ladies in the theater as the Predator takes his mask off to fight one-on-one. You really think that Dutch totally fucked up here, but it's Hollywood, baby, and Dutch is just trying to trick the monster into one of the booby traps, but he ends up releasing the trap anyway and crushing the Predator. Dutch says, "What the hell are you?" Well, the Predator has the same question about Dutch, but no time for an answer. The Predator activates a self-destruct device. It's off to the races now as Dutch runs and covers and luckily survives the explosion. Finally, Dutch gets to the chopper and reunites with Anna. Predator is an all-time classic in my opinion. If you're a fan of Arnold from this time period, then this may be in your top 5. You add Bill Dukes, Jesse Ventura into the mix, and Carl Weathers, you got a pretty solid cast for a 1980s action flick. I can't say I saw this movie a lot when I was a kid, but as an adult, I still go back to this one a couple times a year. In terms of the series though, Is it really a question? The original Predator will always be number one.